though, Luke? I think
No
the internet was
drama.
bad.
What is good? I'm here. It's all gravy.
I appreciate the time as always. Second time's a charm, so let's do this.
Yes,
How
sir.
how's your weight cut going for this next fight?
Spectacular, man. This weight cut, to be fair, this is the best cut I've had throughout my entire career, amateur or pro, and this is the heaviest I've been, man. So it's it's splendid, my friend. I'm about 3 kilos out right now. Easiest weight cut ever.
Awesome, man. I'm glad to hear it. And you know, I believe you're 6'6". You're probably like one of the tallest light heavyweights out there. Is it hard for you to cut weight, or like I mean, obviously it's hard for everybody, but like, do you like have like a lot of trouble cutting weights, or like is it just does it work perfect for you?
No, man. This do you know what? Weight cut, I've got it down to a bit of a T now. I think through discipline, a little bit with a psychopathic diet. I've got it down, man. Yeah, it's nice. To be fair, it's getting easier and easier. The more I'm starting to learn my body, and my body adjusts to going up and down, up and down. Yeah, my size doesn't matter. I'm a big dude, but my weight just seems to drop off nice and easy now. So yeah, it's cool. We'll see how I do when I'm like 30. Maybe I get into that DC 58 and I'm struggling a little more. But right now, it's all gravy, man. I did just see someone ask me, I think it was Camp, ask me my favorite wrestler out here. Don't know if you answer the questions live or not, my friend. I'm not trying to hijack it. But Undertaker for life. Anywho, yeah, weight cut's a dream. Weight cut is nice and easy.
Awesome, that's great to hear. And how good does it feel to finally have a fight booked in 2020?
Feels like money, mate. Yeah, it feels good, man. It feels good. It's been almost a year since my last scrap now. I had a big fight last year that actually got me a tournament. I fought in a tournament and it got me a contract to fight for Bellator. And that was in early October. So, yeah, man, we're pushing nearly a year. So I was buzzing. I had about 3 bouts cancelled this year. And that was heartbreaking, man. There were some, I was supposed to be fighting at some real mega arenas like Wembley and the other arena in Dublin, which I forget the name of. But listen, bro, I'm blessed. I'm so grateful to the powers that be that got me this opportunity to fight now on the first European card on Bellator. It's a blessing, man. I'm nothing but grateful right now. Life is, look at me. I'm grounded in my hotel room. Life couldn't be better. Do you know what I mean? It's all right.
Yeah, I feel you. Awesome. And, talking about that one-night tournament, a lot of people, like Kazma Shamaev, he says that he wants to fight 3 times in one night, but you actually did it. How was it like fighting like 3 times in one night in 2019?
It was dope. It was, yeah, man, it was exhilarating. It was difficult, and it was the hardest challenge, 100%, no doubt, of my entire career to date. But yeah, it was cool, man. Once I'd done it, it was a massive accomplishment. A Viva in Dublin. Thank you, sir. Yeah, once I'd done it, it was a big accomplishment, and it just made it sweeter. It was a hard thing, man. I had to fight flipping 3 big dudes, and they were the top prospects in Europe at the light heavyweight division. So, so there were no cans in there. So yeah, every fight was a dangerous fight, and strategically I did it well. I played to my strategy and smash, and then it was good, man. And then I haven't been able to smash again since October. So yeah, it's cool, man.
Yeah, back to back. That's awesome to hear. Would you ever do it again? But like, I imagine, Bellator and UFC, I'm sure that they're not going to do one-night tournaments. But in another promotion, would you go and do that again?
100%. 100%. Yeah, it was. Listen, I mean, it was tricky, and if I could just fight once, then cool. But yeah, man, I would 100% fight them tournaments again. I'm telling you, the level of like, wow, I did it. Like the level of just self, like pat on your back status. You know what I mean? That sort of feeling was so high, man. It was cool. My whole mantra going through that in that changing room that night was, great men do great things. And I just remember, like, I just kept on saying that to myself, repeat. And yeah, man, Israel Adesanya, he did the same thing. And then after I heard that interview, it was about a month after, someone offered me the fight, and I was like, bro, if Izzy can do it, I'm about it. Let's get it. So yeah, we got it done, man. It was good.
Awesome. Yeah, you're like the new Royce Gracie, if I must say. But looking at your next fight, Alex OToole, what do you think of him as an opponent going into this fight?
He's good, man. He's good. Listen, every opponent is dangerous. And every opponent for me, every fight from now on, every fight, I learned this a few fights ago, every fight is my hardest fight. And every fight, I need to go in with the mentality I'm going to war. So, yeah, he's good, man. He's got great wrestling. He's got a solid overhand. He's got good jits. That's, as far as I know, I've studied him non-stop. Again, like a serial killer or some sort of just freak. But, yeah, man, I've seen his fights. I haven't been able to study that many of his fights just because they're not online. But we've got a solid game plan together going off of what his game plan is. However, it's MMA, so I'm ready to take it wherever I have to. I'll adapt and overcome. And, yeah, my plan is just to smash. So.
Mm-hmm. And, you're an awesome finisher. Do you have a Mystic Mac prediction for how this fight goes? Maybe like a knockout or submission? Or like what round? Like what's your prediction for the fight?
A Mystic Mac prediction? No, sir, I do not. Listen, again, I have no idea what's going to go in there. I have 100% self-belief in me that I will smash this man. How that's going to happen, I have no idea. It could be a 3-round decision. It could be a 30-second smash. I don't know. We're going to see. I'm prepared to die in there. So if he does take me out, it's because he is 100% better than me. I don't see that happening. I see me finishing him. We will see. And, yeah, man, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, great.
Smash.
Smash. Yeah. And is this your first time in Milan?
Yes, sir. This is my first time in Italy. Full stop. Again, it's a bit of a catch-22 because it's like, oh, dope. First international fight. I get to go to Italy, Milan, and the flipping pasta and lady. Do you know what I mean? But then I find out I get grounded in the hotel room for a week, and it's a bit like, all right. I'm I'm with my pops, and he's great company, but like, it's not what I envisioned a year ago. If you had said I'm going to Milan to go and fight internationally for Bellator, I wouldn't have envisioned this. But an experience is an experience. Like I said, I'm grateful for everything. If they had shut me in a closet for a week and told me I couldn't eat, I would have still been here. So, yeah, bro, like, listen, Milan is cool. From my hotel room, from my view of the lovely green river and a field that I've got outside. Ooh, it's dope.
That's awesome. I've always wanted to go to Italy. Are you gonna go like I know you're locked down in the hotel. They have you like in a prison kind of setting up. But are you gonna do any sightseeing after the fight?
Yes, sir. First and foremost, this is I think it's a Hilton. This is not a prison. It's a beautiful place, and I'm grateful to Bellator for putting us in a lovely hotel. I think it's called the Sheraton, the Milan Sheraton, and it's dope. It's a real nice hotel. It's actually one of the poshest hotel I've ever stayed in, to be fair. So yeah. First and foremost, that. Secondly, brother, I am exploring Milan on Sunday. After the win, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna get thick with 3, 4, 5 C's. I'm going to eat as much pizza and pasta as I can, go chill, eat some ice cream, do my thing, and then I fly home early hours on Monday. So yeah, man, after the win, I'm going to go celebrate on Sunday, and that'll be my one day to explore. If any of the people out there, I know there's only 13 on right now, but if you guys know any desserts or anything sweet with sugar in it that you can recommend, then I'm about it. So shoot me a DM and let me know.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing your journey in Italy and, talking more about the Bellator contract. Is it like a multi-fight contract or is it like a one-time thing? What's the status on the contract?
Yes, sir. Yeah. So it's Bellator signed me to a 5-fight deal. And that 5 fights is 5 fights or where there's Luke, no one is safe. What's up, Mario? Nike. Yeah, so sorry. So they signed me to a 5-fight deal over 2 years, and then once the 5 fights is up, they'll look to renegotiate. So yeah, I'm super happy, man. I love Bellator. I've fought on some cool shows in the UK. Obviously Bellator is world level. Like this is the world stage. So it's so for me, like getting here, if everyone was rude and a donut to me and didn't like me, I still would have been like, oh, thank you. Now everyone's so polite. Even the Italian guys who can barely speak English, they're like, hold on, let me get my translator. And we're like Googling, translating back and forth. So no, man, I love it. I'm obviously I'm gonna look to re-sign with these guys too. And yeah, bro, listen, this is the world level now. So we're here, and I'm here for the foreseeable future.
Hmm. And I mean, like, you're always smiling, so like, I assume that's why they call you the Gents. Who gave you that nickname?
My nan, actually. Oh, shout out to my dad right now on the Instagram live. But yeah, no, so my nan gave me the name, man. Growing up, I was always into fighting and martial arts in general. I had aspirations of being a Ninja Turtle, and it turns out humans can't like obtain that goal. Do you know what I mean? Because we're not turtles. So throughout my life, Nan was always trying to steer me away from fighting, and it never worked out. And then once I had my first few amateur fights, and she saw I was serious about it, someone mentioned at a family barbecue. They were like, "Oh, so what is your like fight name gonna be?" I was like, "I don't know, man. I'm gonna wait and see." Some of the guys were yelling out stupid things like the Destroyer or the Crusher, some real intimidating stuff. My nan was like, "How about something sweet like the Gent or the Gentleman or my lovely grandson?" And I just picked, like, I picked middle ground. So shout out to my lovely nan sitting at home, probably watching this too. Yeah, man, she gave me the name the Gent. And once your nan tells you to do something, brother, you don't say no. So yeah, man, that's where I got that from.
Yeah, right now I'm just thinking of like, what if your nickname was the lovely grandson? I mean, that would make headlines everywhere. Honestly, that would be
Bro,
so great.
are you telling me to change my name? Is that what
I think it would be a good marketing move for sure.
I'll tell you what, shoot my nan a DM. She's only got like one follower, but shoot her a DM and let her know. And you guys do set out. But for now, I think it's gonna stay as the Gent, man.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
So, bro,
And
whereabouts? I didn't even ask. Sorry, man. Whereabouts are you based? It's an American accent, right?
Yeah. I'm from Texas. You know where Dallas, Texas is?
Yeah, I
I'm
know
from
Dallas.
Dallas. Yeah.
Let's go Cowboys. I got ya.
Yeah. And yeah, like with Texas, it's kind of weird. I mean, Texas is its own like country, kind of, where it's like it's just so big, and
Yeah,
it's like
man.
one of the biggest states for sure. So
And
like, I feel like
you guys live by your own rules out there too, right? It's Texas is one of them states where you can carry a gun in Walmart and go buy some ice cream at the same time. It's all gravy.
yeah, that's life right here. Everything's bigger in Texas, especially the guns.
There you go, man. There you go. All right. And how long have you been doing this for, MMA Island?
So I've been doing it since like 2018, but I didn't start doing interviews until like I think April. So like
Okay.
so this is probably like my 40th interview. So like I'm really appreciative of the time that you've given to me today.
Of course, man. No, listen, I appreciate it, man. It helps. Listen, it helps me. It helps me, one, get my brain away from the fact that I'm about to have a cage fight in a couple of days, and two, it's nice to meet people, man. And hopefully, through the social media world and all that jazz, we'll cross pollinate and all that jazz. And yeah, man. No, it's been a pleasure. Was there any other questions you had for me?
Yeah, and shout out to David Fish from Paradigm. How's life been with Paradigm since you signed earlier this year?
My guy David. Oh, brother, listen, it has been. I would say that was probably the best decision of my career to date. There's been a few there's been a few good decisions that myself and certain people around me have made. But that was amazing, man. David contacted me. No, sir, it's going to be on you. I can release that. Simon, stay on board and I'll tell you the details on this interview, all right, my friend? But hello, Simon, by the way. Nice to see you. So the signing with Paradigm happened. David contacted me pretty much right after my fight with EFN in October. And he just shouted me out. He said, listen, loved your performance. You look like a stand-up dude. We feel like we could basically represent you. I would like to work with you. Let me know if you're interested. We'll do a call, whatever. Did a couple of emails, one call, and then he offered to fly me and my pops out to New York and to meet him and some of the members of the team. So, I mean, just that level of commitment alone, I thought I was in a good place. And then once I met David, we went out for some banging sushi. Thanks again, David, for that. And ever since then, man, I knew right from the start, like he clicked with my pops right away. And that's big for me. My dad is kind of like a leading light for me. So he linked up with me and my dad very well. And the stuff that he was saying was music to my ears. it was a management team that was really going to put some work in, and it was a a very professional team that were going to look after me the correct way. I guess the proof's in their pudding. They've got just 2 signings alone with Israel Adesanya and Conor McGregor. They know how to look after people. So yeah, it was a great decision. They obviously got me this scrap. With the help from my previous management too. They found me the original fight, but then these guys were able to rebook that. They've done wonders for me sponsorship wise already. And just in general, man, they're a beautiful team, the whole squad there. And yeah, it's an honor. I'm so grateful that they reached out, and I'm so grateful I've been able to sign with them. And for the future, I will be working with them 100%. Like I can see this relationship. There's no reason why it won't carry on until I'm retired from fighting, and then on. So no, I love Paradigm. They're a solid team.
Yeah, for sure. One of the best management in the world right now. And I guess looking at, like you said, that you wanted to be in Bellator for the foreseeable future. There's like a lot of fights. Corey Anderson just came from the UFC. Vadim Nemkov, Ryan Bader. Like, is there any dream fights that you would like to have eventually in your career?
Yeah. So someone asked me this the other day, like dream fights in Bellator and stuff. And obviously, I'm a small fish in the ocean right now. I understand that. I know where I sit. This is my first fight in Bellator, so I need to go out there and do my thing and smash. Once I do that, once I make a statement on Saturday night, I want to get to the top as quickly as possible. I've trained and worked with some of the greatest light heavyweights in the world. Like, I've traveled to America, I've traveled to Sweden, I've gone all over, and I've done really well. And I feel like where I fit in the world right now, I fit at a high level. So I would like to build up for the next maybe 2-3 fights. But there's no reason why I shouldn't be looking at title contention after this contract. I've got to speak to Paradigm. I've got to speak to Bellator, see where their head's at. But yeah, man, I want to get to the top. So I want to be champion. I want to be the greatest I can possibly be. So whatever that means, whoever they throw at me, let's get it.
And what are some goals for the lovely grandson in 2021?
2021 for the lovely grandson. All right, I'm going to switch it up right now. You said lovely grandson. So I'm actually in talks right now with, me and myself and my family work with foster children. We foster children back at home. I do some work with some local charities that work with children and humans in general need. I've got big aspirations to open up an orphanage. And it's going to be an orphanage that has a bit of a twist with the martial art aspect from it. And I'm in talks now with some social workers and some humans that can help me with that sort of stuff. So hopefully by 2021, I would have either began and opened up an orphanage of some sort, or I would be ready to roll by 2022. So that's going to be a huge element of my time doing something like that. I'm trying to help children as much as I can. That's my I think that's my sort of purpose in life. But obviously MMA is what I love. So yeah, I'm gonna combine the two. I'm gonna get that strap, get that Bellator gold, smash as many humans in the cage as I possibly can, and at the same time, I want to be doing good for this planet, man. We're not on it forever, and if I can make a change for the better, then I'm gonna do that, sir. So yeah, so that's the plan.
That's great to hear, man. Making like a orphanage for the kids, man. That's it's really respectful of you, and I appreciate everything that you've done to help the world be a better place.
Thank you, man. I'm trying to listen. There's lots of. If I can give a quick shout out right now, I know you're all the way over in Texas, but I've just finished up some work with a charity in my local area in Hertfordshire called Safer Places. Dude, this is a women's refuge, right? So it's basically a women's shelter where women and their children escape domestic abuse and go over to this shelter. This shelter offers them complete security. It's very private, obviously. They give them food, they give them shelter, they give them a new chance, they educate them, and yeah, man, they're there to support anyone who needs it. And going over there, meeting those people, doing some work with those people, it made me realize that, oh shit, like I don't actually do that much. I need to be doing a hell of a lot more. So yeah, just I'm just trying my best, man, like everyone else is. Do you know what I mean? Especially at these times, people are trying to help, and And I think people can be doing a lot more, including myself, and people are going to be doing a lot more. So, yeah, man, Hertfordshire in the house. Yo, what's going on? We Bogey. I'm sure I know you, brother, but obviously not by that name right there. But, yeah, man, listen, it's a beautiful thing, doing good for other humans. Stop chatting shit, lad. I don't even know who that is. Let's get it, brother. I like Lord of the Rings too, so shout out for your DP. But yeah, man, everything's good. Everything's good, brother.
Awesome. I think that's all the questions I had. Thanks so much for the time. Is there anything that you wanted to say to the fans out there watching?
No, listen. Oh yeah, actually, I do. So I got a message today letting me know that so my fight is going to be on the preliminary card. It's going to be on at around 6:15 UK time, and America time, I believe it's about 1:15 in the afternoon. So, so yeah. So if you want to tune in, if you want to watch for my fight, and if you're in the UK or America, please go to YouTube. That's www.youtube.com for those of you who don't know what YouTube is. Go onto the Bellator page and click the Bellator live event. You're going to be able to stream it there live. It's the easiest thing. You don't have to go to flipping one URL to another, sign up for a subscription, get an Amazon Prime and all that jazz. So my fight is going to be on YouTube Live, and then the main card is going to be on Channel 5 in the UK. For the US, I'm not sure what channel it's going to be on. But yeah, man, listen, I really, really appreciate your time. Guys, tune in. Love one another. Spread that love is the mantra of this fight camp, my friend. You have a beautiful day.
You too, man. Appreciate the time.
All right, brother. See you soon, man.